Hello, everyone. We are live. Let me make sure I go live on. Make sure we get Instagram going live on Instagram as well. We are live. Welcome to Leadership Insight. Welcome, welcome. And welcome. We are live for our Tuesday night's Leadership Insight, where today it is going to be all about stop second guessing, lead like a queen. It's about self-awareness and leadership. And for the men that may be watching, a king. I'm speaking to the queens, but lead like a king as well. Lead like a king as well. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, whether you're catching us on Facebook, whether you're catching us on YouTube, Instagram. Please make sure you follow, subscribe. I so thoroughly appreciate it. That way you'll definitely know when we're going live. You can get that little reminder. Again, today it's all about breaking down some things, addressing a crucial barrier that many career women face. They encounter this on a literally a daily basis, and that is that self-doubt. By overcoming self-doubt, you're going to be able to truly unlock your full leadership potential. We're going to delve into this topic, why it's pivotal in this dynamic landscape that we are in today, explore the crucial strategies for empowerment, and reflect on how adopting some of these strategies can help you transform your career. Last week, it was about the power of feedback for advancing women leaders. We had a super fantastic master class. Do not worry. If you missed it, you don't want to miss the next one. And I'll talk a little bit about that later on before we leave today, but you do not want to miss the next one. The next one is going to be extremely limited in the seating, so you definitely want to make sure that you are in the place. It's going to be Monday, April 22nd. So we're going to do a Monday out for you all, and definitely you want to be in the place. Again, today we're focusing on you, my queen. Stop second guessing yourself. I want you to lead like a queen. It's about self-awareness in leadership. Our 3 points for tonight: self-perception shapes reality, decision-making confidence, and risk-taking and innovation. Whether you're catching us live, whether you're catching us on the replay, please let us know your name so we can shout you out. Again, regardless, whether you're catching us live or the replay, let us know if this information is resonating with you, because I am here all day for the career woman who wants to level up to an executive level position. And I know some of you are like, yeah, I want an executive level position, but right now, can we get me to a first line supervisor or a second line supervisor? I am here all day for you. I generally like to tell a story, but I was thinking I want to change my story around just a little bit because I want you to envision and imagine this is you, a story about you, Queen, that you dominate in your field. You have skills, you have vision, you have drive, yet you may face this common and this common adversary, self-doubt. It whispers in your ear sometimes. It questions your abilities, your worth, your right to sit at the table with industry giants. But you hear an inner voice, or you hear me, doesn't matter, the inner voice, or you hear me that's saying, you have this. Hmm. You can do that product launch. You can do that sales pitch. You can do it. And that changes everything. You choose to trust your competence. You choose to voice your innovative ideals. You lead your team with conviction. Yes, you. The launch, the sales pitch has been a utmost success. And you realize that self-doubt was not a reflection of your ability, but it's a common challenge that so many people, so many women face. And this revelation transforms you into such an influential leader who not only excels in your career, but because you've overcome this self doubt, you help others climb as you are climbing along the way. And this story really just underscores the significance of self belief in leadership and how it can have this ripple effect on those we lead. Before we move into our points, let me give you a few stats. Research suggests that women may shy away from fields, and this part, like, it's really a little bit sad. I don't get y'all don't know me, but I can be emotional sometimes, and that's okay. But this is really sad. Research suggests that women shy away from fields like science, math, technology due to a lack of confidence in competing in areas that are traditionally dominated by men. Women tend to or underestimate. Listen, let me say that again. Women tend to underestimate their abilities, especially when it comes to male type um, domains, male dominated areas, despite having skills. And often women are such overachievers, they still feel a little bit less than. The underestimation can prevent women from pursuing certain career paths. I don't want that for you. There are so many women out here who are doing life and doing it well and advancing, and they don't want that for you either. For instance, women represent only 26% of U.S. workers in computer math jobs, indicating a significant gender disparity that may be bolstered by these confident gaps. And this is from the Harvard Business School Working Knowledge. This is not this is so serious. This is a topic where we really have to do some self work, and we have to understand it in our minds so that we can also overcome some of these things. Self perception shapes reality. We'll just jump on into our first point because I need you to understand this. Self-perception, how you see yourself can shape your reality. Our self-perception has this profound impact on how we view our capabilities and possibilities. When we doubt ourselves, we limit this view, and by extension, because we're limiting our view, we're limiting our potential. My queen, even king out there, we got to stop limiting our potential. When we doubt ourselves, we limit this view. Women leaders in particular need to expand their perception to succeed. It's not just about recognizing your worth, it's also about acknowledging that your unique perspective is critical. A lot of times, ooh, you all think you don't have something to offer, or you think that what you have to offer is not significant. And I am here to tell you that there are some things that only you can do the way you can do that will be so impactful. I am here to tell you that there are things that you can say to someone that can be so impactful just in what you say, how you say it, and the way you say it is needed in this world. So it's not just about you. By overcoming self-doubt, you'll be able to unleash your full potential, and you'll also be inspiring others to do the same. There's something called a phenomenon of self-fulfilling prophecy, and many of you may have heard of this. When a person's expectation about themselves can actually bring the expected behavior or outcome, further reinforcing whatever that perception is. If a woman leader expects to be successful, and if she believes in her ability to influence and guide her team effectively, this type of positive expectation can lead to behaviors that make her more successful. And the opposite has the same impact. The impact of a negative self-perception is just as powerful. It's that whole thing. If you think you're going to fail, I'm sorry to tell you, you're going to fail. If you really think like, oh, my gut's going to tell me I'm going to fail, that whole self-fulfilling prophecy will help you to fail. So listen, my queen, and those few kings that may be listening, if you doubt your capability, you may literally hesitate to speak up in meetings. You will be more fearful of asserting your ideals, taking on those leadership roles. The Harvard Business School Working Knowledge article that I was discussing earlier emphasizes how women might limit their career aspirations due to underestimating their own ability. Again, this was dealing with fields that are male dominated, but I think this goes beyond just male dominated fields. It goes into what we do every day. You all have a voice, and your voice does matter. Sometimes it may not feel like it matters, but it matters. And so I need you all to start believing in yourself. So I'm going to leave that there. We're going to talk about our second point. And our second point is decision-making confidence. Leaders are expected to make decisions constantly. Self-doubt can cloud. It will literally cloud your judgment. And when you have self-doubt, it can lead to indecision. It can ultimately harm your reputation. It can harm your team. It can harm the organization as a whole, especially if this is what you are continuously walking in, because you have one, it's like you had a good angel, the bad angel. Yes, you can do it. No, you can't. Yes, you can. No, you can't. And then in between, you have nothing. You have stalled. You have missed the mark. You are second guessing, and your decision making will come out like that at times. Overcoming self doubt always allows you to make choices more assertively. It enhances your credibility, and it helps you to set a decisive tone. It helps you to set that professional atmosphere that you should, or hopefully you'll be going for. It's going to also help your team to have confidence in you. She's not willy-nilly, and I know I'm outdating myself with willy-nilly. I got to think of another word, but she's not fly by night. No, she makes solid decisions because she has self-confidence. You will also be able to inspire your team to act. It also instills leadership credibility. It instills trust, resulting in overall more productive and successful team uh, units, in organizations. I want you to lead like the queen you are. And I say king just in case there's someone listening. I want all of us to lead like we're supposed to lead. Again, recognizing you all, there are some kings out there that may be taking a quick listen. Our third point is going to be risk taking and innovation. Self doubt often can hold you back from taking those calculated risks and championing for innovative ideals. By overcoming self doubt, you're going to be able to foster a culture of innovation that not only just propels your career, again, it's also going to help the organization. It's also going to inspire your team. You will become role models for others in the organization. There are people watching you. And so it is your turn to step up to the plate. It is your turn to put self doubt. Listen, I need you all to kick self doubt out y'all's house. And I did not say that grammatically correct. And I meant that not grammatically correct. I need you all to kick self doubt out your house. Okay, that's a little bit better. How about that? Female leaders who embrace this pave the way for progress and serve as those role models for future generations. Taking calculated risk and embracing innovation can help you stand out from the crowd. And it's going to be able to help you to create this lasting impact, this lasting legacy in your particular career field. Being that trailblazer, you can inspire others. And remember, leadership is not just about us. We need to be the best versions. We need to be forever growing and being the best versions of us. But it's about others. It's about what we are doing, how we are inspiring others. And so, Queen, be the trailblazer you are. King, be the trailblazer you are, and inspire others to follow in your footsteps. Not literally, but you want to be able to drive your team. You want to be able to drive the organization to new heights. And you are a trailblazer. If you're listening, listen. Make sure that you do some type of a hashtag in the comments, Queen No Self Doubt, or something of that nature, because today, kick self doubt out of your house and don't let it back in. I want to invite you all to our Facebook group, Next Level Progression Alliance. All are welcome. It is an open space for leaders, aspiring leaders, and people who are just like, you know what? Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I'm not sure. There are people who make leadership look extremely hard. And so I don't know who I'm speaking to. Leadership does not have to be as hard as some people make it. And so if you are interested, I'm going to say explore it. I also want to invite you all, let me drop this in the comments, to our next master class. Again, our master class is going to be the space is going to be limited. So please make sure that you get your tickets or get your seat early. There is a discount going on for the next, I think, 5 or 6 days. So you want to get that discount. You want to be in there. If feedback is destroying your leadership potential, if you are not harnessing feedback well, if you are tired of feeling defensive when you get feedback, if you are wondering how you can just be better with it, transform your feedback into a roadmap of success. Join us for feedback. Is it your friend or is it your foe? By the end of our master class, I will make sure, or at least to the best of my ability, that it will be your friend and you will be able to really take something to be able to catapult you to your next level. We've discussed the transformative power of overcoming self-doubt for women in leadership roles. We started with a story that I threw you all into the story about the importance of self-belief. We moved through the key areas. Self-doubt can hinder us. It can hinder our self-perception. It can hinder our decision making, our willingness to be innovative, and just understanding how we need to throw self-doubt out of our homes, literally out of our homes, so that we can be the best versions. We can literally start to influence others. We will build our credibility. We will build better teams. I always love ending with a quote, and this quote is going to be, you know what? This quote is going to be something different than what I see. So my apologies. I'm going to tell you what this quote is. It's actually, you know what? Put that back on. Put that back on the screen. Talking to my team out there, and see things like this when we're talking about technical difficulties and things. Never let them see you sweat, and it is okay. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumphance over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. So this is a perfect quote because I realized that's the Nelson Mandela quote. Even though I had another quote for you, I think that quote worked even better because it is time for you to conquer that fear. It is time for you to kick self-doubt out of your house. If you do not hear anything else, Kick self-doubt out of your house. If this is an area that you struggle with, I definitely invite you to connect with me on the Facebook group. Let's have conversation around it. I would love to be able to support you. Join me next week for more incredible, exciting insights and information. It's going to be another kick something else out the house. So today it was self-doubt. Stay tuned for next week because this month in April, we are going to kick some things out of our house. Maybe this is like a leadership. I didn't think about this. Maybe it's like a leadership spring cleaning. And so definitely join me. It's my goal to ensure that you move to your next level. Let's take your career to new heights together.